All right, one of our next projects we have up in the shop is an 82 911 SC that we're going to be doing a backdate RSR conversion to. So this is starting out as a really clean collector car, and then we're going to take it all the way down and then bring it all the way back up in an RSR configuration. So follow along, you're going to get to see this one go right from bare steel all the way back up to an RSR. But I forgot to talk about all that other
Yep.
like metal wide body, all that kind of stuff. But they're gonna get to see it anyways.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Just put that in there.
I can't wait to cut the quarter panel.
Okay.
That rust-free quarter panel.
And what's going on, Spencer?
So just started the tear down on this thing, pulling the front bumper. I'm gonna pull the whale tail, the rear bumper. We're gonna bring the fenders down, see how they fit, just try to mock it up to the car, I guess. Yeah, just getting into it, seeing what we're seeing what's behind the scenes, how rusty it is, which is not. It's from the original. The car's originally from Texas, so it's pretty clean, super collectible, and we're gonna pick it all up here. So
That's amazing.
Most people
Mint
start with
condition.
rusty,
yeah.
then it makes sense to do it. But to take a super clean car like this, it's easier and faster for us. So you're actually ahead of the game, but it's
Painful?
Yeah, not for me.
Okay.
Feels nice.
might be for some people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you take a car you can't afford, and then
Yeet.
it's fun. It's fun.
Throw all the fucking documentation.
Buddy, look at this. OG gold DBS caps.
Oh, sick.
So sick, man.
What? That's freaking cool.
Yeah, this car was sold as like a nice collectible car. Yeah, we're gonna chop it up.
Oh wow, it has like the manual and everything.
OG condition as well. Yeah, these are original gold too. A lot of people like they'll paint these gold, but it's super rare.
1965 through 1989.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how much money they saved.
Oh my gosh. Just
Like
keep making
Harley
little tweaks. Yeah, what do you say?
It's like Harley Davidson.
Oh, they also like make the same thing?
Yeah,
like made
for like
the same
100
thing
years.
over?
Like
Oh, that's
very,
funny.
Very minute changes. Like a very slow evolution.
Mm-hmm.
It even has, what is this, a period correct keyless entry.
That's the Uncle box, isn't it?
What is this?
That's the OG Uncle box alarm.
Oh, that's
What's an Ongo
no.
box?
No, he's right. This is just keyless entry. Uncle box was like the alarm from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Well, the other key fob had it, right? Oh no, that's the Blaupunk. Oh yeah.
That one. No, it's
What's going on here? Oh, technical specifications for 911 SC 911 Turbo. This is cool, man. Oh,
That is amazing. That looks like
look,
original.
back then you read this way.
Oh,
Oh,
what is that?
this is period correct your Blaupunk aftermarket stereo instructions. Man, this is cool.
Blaupunk. It sounds like literally just came straight from Germany.
The auto radio, right? Owner's manual. That's super cool.
Nice.
Much by lifting this up, but it actually might fix this
It
issue.
needs to come this way anyway, because it's overlapping the quarter on that side.
Just a little bit.
So once we grind off the edge straight,
But make sure you have
Make a
this
nice edge
position
out of
where
it.
We'll have to look at the side though. That's what I'm mostly curious about once we shim that, just to see where it ends up. Because if that's the case, then we're gonna have to fully modify this flange and this. Because if this has too big of a gap, we don't want to start building up that thickness. So we'll actually probably have to like cut this and just tilt this up and then glass it. So it would be nice and not shim.
So the wing's on and it fits like garbage. As you can see right here, it's overlapping the quarter starting about here. So that means this edge is bowed out like that. It kind of has a roll outwards and it should be straight. This side has a big gap, so it's not as wavy, but it's just not consistent there. So, and then the top is sitting super low, and it's already sitting. It's all bolted up to the hinge. So we got to figure out what's going on here. It might be the mating surface to the hinge that's not, you know, perpendicular. That's the word. So right now I just got a couple of shims. I'm gonna shim the hinge, bring this corner up to see if we can actually get it to sit flush with the back of the car, or if we need to modify that mating surface and angle it up in fiberglass or what. So we're in the discovery stage right now. Just the general look of it, the RSR wing. It's okay. Not my thing. Like
No.
like a turbo.
What about it don't you
right?
like?
Looks like a fucking airplane, man. I don't know. It's not really for me.
I think it looks pretty
The
sick.
whale tail is more. It flows more. It's more round. This literally is like an airplane. It's getting steel wide body quarters. Yeah, just the whole. It's a steel wide body too, for the most part, except for the wing. But the quarters are going to be steel, which is super cool. Yeah, for the enthusiasts, an RSR is a cool car, right? So
Yeah.
I'm more of a 997 GT3 kind of guy, you know?
This bumperettes or whatever they call them stick out so far forward.
Yeah, this is all going to be, these big things are going to be eliminated. It has full RSR front and rear bumpers as well. I'm gonna have to bring those down in a bit, and we're gonna test fit those. But the whole RSR kit, it goes wider on the sides and then more short lengthwise, just a little cleaned up. It's a race car, so
yeah,
we don't need any of this bulkiness. Bring a trailer, there was a bunch of RSR converted cars, similar years, same generation. They were selling like through the last 2 years, 50,000, 60,000.
Yeah.
There was one, what was the lowest one? It was like 35K or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like street legal or not, fuck it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now what are they selling for?
Yeah, the most recent one was like over
279?
200.
Yeah.
Over 200. Oh my god.
That's got to be like crazy built motor.
Yeah.
All that.
So are the ones that are selling, are those like the ones that sold before, were they like real RSRs?
Oh, they're
Great race cars.
they're like replicas, but
But
still
takes
that's
a lot
cheap.
of money.
You can't even buy a stock one of these for 50 grand.
No.
So to get one like the one, like just the interior alone was probably 50 G's.
That's
so that guy was probably crying.
Roll it outside and wash it. The inside.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like what we did with this car when we took all the shit off.
So are we also like deleting this sunroof or no?
I don't know if we're doing a slick roof on it. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Now that we're into it, it's a bunch of questions that we have to ask about how far they want to take it. If it's going to be a real RSR, then we would have to do a roof skin on it, which is fairly major, but it would make, no, because we're doing a bolt-in cage. I was going to say it'd make welding the cage a lot easier because we could weld the cage and then install the roof skin, but I don't think we have to do that. I think it's just a straight built-in cage.
Okay. What are you up to? What you doing?
Degreasing a lot of this oil just around this engine bay and everything, and it makes it a little nicer to work on when we have to do some fabrication work and everything. It's just really dirty and old.
You guys are pretty much gonna wash the whole car.
Yeah, just the areas that we're going to be working in mainly. 'Cause, I mean, the rest of the car is fairly clean until we disassemble it fully, like all the trim, windows, and handles and all that. But just the main areas, because there's a lot of work for us to do around the quarter panels, the rear bumper area inside the engine compartment. Just make sure it's all degreased and cleaned and
Sweet.
a little nicer to work on when it's like that.
Boom power. Ready?